Everything is harder. Just don't quit. For this week, we'll be fighting burnout on the big, impossible projects. I was going to start with the story of when they burned the ships to motivate the troops, but that seemed overly dramatic. Sometimes that's what my life feels like, though. When I sold the truck, I was kind of drawing the line in the sand, though. Burning the ships, so to speak. Now, getting to a job will be pretty tough, without a reliable way to actually get to the job. But first, I'd like to start off with a big thank you to the people who are helping me out on Patreon. For anyone who doesn't know, Patreon is a simple way to help your favorite artists or creative people out. You can chip in $1 or $2 a month, and that will help people like me to do things that we can't do any other way. Most of the things out here on the ranch were really tough to do and still work a full-time job. So I had an idea a couple nights ago. I think you wonderful people can help me fix something that's really been bothering me for a while. All those ads you usually see on the videos. I know you don't like them. I really don't like them either. But I was thinking, what if we could just turn the ads off? As of April 2021, I'm making about $60 a month from the ads, and about the same amount over on Patreon. There is actually a pretty small number of people who are helping me out on Patreon, and they're giving me quite a bit per person. What I'd really like to see is more people just giving me $1 or $2 every month. I'm in kind of a weird spot here. The house is paid for, the land is paid for, and my bills are really pretty small. I'm doing way better than I deserve, really. But when I had the jobs, I was sleeping in my truck because the jobs were too far from the ranch. I'm just almost making it now. I don't need $1,000 a month. Since selling the truck, my expenses are actually very small. I have cell phone for my internet, and food, and the website. That's really it. If I had a steady $300 a month, I'd be set. Anything more than that, and I could even pay off my credit card, which was paid off once, and then I maxed it out again finishing the house. So what I'm thinking, if we can get Patreon up over $250 every month, I'll start removing the ads on the videos. In fact, I'll do it incrementally. I'll start with no ads on this video. We'll say it's sponsored by our Patreons. Thanks, guys. Maybe I'll sponsor some of the videos with Mars Clipper ads. You know, that spaceship and robot books I wrote earlier this year. Not many people have bought those yet. That makes them highly desirable collector's editions or something like that. Links are in the description. As of the end of April 2021, it looks like I have about $87 in Patreon pledges this month from 8 Patreons. So, thank you very much. That does help a lot. I am very grateful. But I'm not quite making it. Close, though. Anyway, if you're as tired of the ads as I am, throw me $1 on Patreon. Thanks! Okay, the rest of this will be really short. I'll try to have the build video next week, okay? Some days, it's just all too much out here, all at the same time. I think the story of the Turtle Bicycle Project is about the same as my whole experience out here on the ranch. You've probably noticed the theme. Everything is harder out here. It's now been over a year since I sold the truck, so my only way off the ranch is with my bicycle. The motorcycle does run, but it's not very reliable, and it's not insured, so I'm not really counting it as an asset, right? Anyway, I'm going to try to keep the rest of today's video short, mainly because it's cloudy outside, so that means I don't even have enough solar power to upload the video. When I sold the truck, I figured I'd ride the bike for a month or two, and by then I'd have my little electric-assisted bike project rolling. Well, I had no idea how long it really would take. And I actually didn't even look at it for a few months. It was that bad. It's still not very good. The problem, well, it's all too much all at the same time. I have no practical way to test any of it until I finish all of it. In the meantime, I've already worn out the little wheels I bought for the front wheels. Back in January, I bought a pair of little motorcycle wheels. They should be much better, but until I get anything put together, they're just sitting there, waiting. The last time I went to town, I got 2 flat tires, again. The thorns are really bad, and it seems like I'm just getting more flats now than I used to even. It's making my head hurt, right? So the short version then, already. I'm going to make a temporary trike out of the blue bicycle. With that, I can still pedal and also test motors and batteries, and finally get to use the motorcycle wheels and tires. I'm hoping they won't go flat as often, and they look like they'll be a lot stronger. We'll see, right? Okay, that's it for this week. Thanks for following along, and I really do appreciate all the support over the last 4 years. I'm still amazed that people take time to watch these videos. Thanks, and stay tuned. Bye for now. Carlin, signing out. Something like that, right? So the idea is I kind of got stalled on the turtle project because I'm having trouble making the steering mechanism. So as a workaround, I kind of thought of this a couple times, changed my mind, then decided to try it anyway. So I took the blue bike, the one that I broke the spokes on, so I haven't been able to ride it. And I'm building this subframe that will just simply attach to the bike. It's not going to modify the bike at all. It'll give me a chance to test the new wheels, the battery, the motors, in a way that if something fails, I'm setting myself up that I can still pedal at home. This will also let me test how much boost I need for pedaling. Is the electric motor enough? Do I not need as much as I have? That kind of thing, right? So that's kind of where we're at. I wanted to get this going, and so I've spent a few days building it to this point, and a lot of time just figuring it out. But I think we're getting close.